Hall Halaimla, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to a hopeful election, alright? This is gonna be a quick video about the color of the Lord, alright, man? Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai, man, which means he saves, alright, or he delivers, okay? Synonyms. And who the world ignorantly calls God or Jehovah, right? His name is Yahweh, all right, which means he is or he exists, all right. Another synonym. Um, this is just gonna be a quick hit, all right, about their colors, man, because these so-called white people claim that the God, the angels, and so on and so forth are white people have leprosy, all right. They're lepers. That's basically what they've been claiming for the past couple hundred years, all right. When you go into the Holy Scriptures, it says something completely different, all right, man? And let's just dive into it. Revelations 1:13. In the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai, all right? Clothed with a garment down to the foot. So he has a garment that's down to his foot, so his foot can be seen, all right? And a girt about the paps with a golden girdle. So a girdle just a belt, all right? He has a golden belt on. His head and his hairs were white like wool. So the head on his face and the hair on his face and the hair on his head is white and woolly, as white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. All right. So his eyes are as a flame of fire. All right. So his eyes are red. Okay. And his feet like unto fine brass. And as we know, brass is a brown color, all right, as if they burned in a furnace, which is a past tense, all right. Burned. That suffix ed is past tense, all right. These fucking white people, all right, these Edomites, because white people are the biblical Edomites, try to make it seem like it's burning, ing, all right. They're not as smart as they look, man. They're fucking cave beasts. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out of his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength. All right, because when Yahweh Shai's come back, man, he's not coming as a man. He transfigured. All right, and he transfigured, aka transformed before, and he was shining as well when he did it. All right, let's just get into it. Matthew 17:2, and was transfigured. All right, let's start from verse 1. And after 6 days, Yahushua taketh Peter, James, John, his brother, and bringeth them up into a high mountain apart. And he was transfigured before them, and his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as light. All right, he transformed, man. Transfigured. Now let's go to Daniel 10. Because Daniel as well saw Yahushua. All right, Daniel 10:5. Then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, which loins were girded with the fine gold of Upaz. All right, Upaz. His body was also like the beryl. All right, and his face as the appearance of lightning. It was shining, and his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass. All right, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. Okay, and that's Yahweh Shai. You know, when Daniel saw Yahweh Shai and he commented about it, right? He said his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass. All right. Now, when you go into polished brass, burnt brass as it burned in a furnace, because polished, all right, just a synonym for burnished, all right. Go into polished, okay. Burnished, you see, same thing. So his arms and his feet, all right, that's his skin, is a very, very dark color, all right. So Yahweh Shai would be a so-called black person, okay. Now let's go into what was I finna get into? Yahweh Shai said his arms and his feet represents his whole body, man. He's not a two-toned human, all right, or God at this point, all right. Immortal. Luke 24 and 39. Let's just, get the red letter, all right. So lock you on that. Luke 24 and 39. Behold my hands and my feet, that it is I myself. Handle me and see me, for a spirit hath not flesh and bones as ye see me have. So Yahweh Shai said his arms and his feet represents his whole entire body. Okay? And what does that make him? A dark skinned man. And when Revelations 1 Revelations 1 and 14 says his hair was white like wool, man. And then these fucking Edomites like to say, oh no, it's just describing its color as wool. Nah, man. You fucking Edomites are through. You're screwed, man. The truth is being declared, man. He has woolly hair. And the only people on this planet that have woolly hair are so-called people of color, specifically so-called black people, all right? Now, when we go to Daniel 7, when we go to Daniel 7 and 9, it says Yahweh, man, the Most High, has woolly hair. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, right? And the hair of his head like the pure wool, all right? And it was said, man, that Yahweh Shai is the image of the Most High, all right? So Yahweh Shai looks like his father, all right? So we can use context clues and also say that Yahweh has white woolly hair as well, all right, since he looks like his father. Colossians 1 and 15, who is the image of the invincible God, the firstborn of every creature, all right. So Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, all right, are dark-skinned men with white woolly hair. They're so-called black men, all right. And you got these Edomites saying that black people are inferior, this, that, and third. They're superior. They're the angels. They're the Most High. No, man. You're goddamn devils, man. You have leprosy, all right? And I'm going to drop that video tomorrow about leprosy, all right, man? And leprosy is when you lose all your pigmentation, and it can happen in any part of your body, all right? But in the scriptures that I can recall, it only talks about the skin and the hair, all right? But you have leprosy of the eyes as well, man. That's how your eyes go from light brown to green to blue and all that, man. That's leprosy in the eyes, man. But I don't believe that's in the scriptures though. But we know what leprosy is. It's when you're stripped of your melanin, all right? And let's see what else I can get into this, man. Let's go to Jeremiah 14:2. All right, and this book, these scriptures that I'm reading, man, it's only for the Israelites, man. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and people that go back to those nationalities, right, on their father's side. All right, anybody else, man, you're screwed. If you're Edomite, you're damned, man. You're damned for slavery and then extermination, man. And the whole earth will rejoice, man, when you're put into captivity and then exterminated, man. Because you fucking white people are goddamn devils, man. According to the Holy Scriptures. All right? Jeremiah 14 and 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof language, they are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. So Judah, which is the tribe, but in this instance, all right, it's talking about Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, because that's the southern kingdom, all right. Now you go into the Strongs, and you go into where it says black. The word is kadar, man, kadar, all right. And when you go into the meaning, or what it means to be dark colored, to be ashy, to be dark, all right. And you go down into other instances of where it's been used, it's about color as well, man. And if you scroll down a little bit more, it gives more meaning to it, and it means to be dirty, blackish color, as if sun burnt skin. So the Southern Kingdom are dark skinned people, man, because they are the color, right, of the ground. What color is the ground, man? Different shades of brown, man. So those people that's calling themselves Jewish, right? Jewish people, they don't fit the scriptures, man, of being the Israelites. They fit the scriptures of being the Edomites, man. And I think that's gonna wrap this up, man. Call Halayim La Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the hopeful election. Shalom.